Anybody who's doing research is leaving you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know what, I just need some time to sit with this and see. No. Because then you have to think, it's not going anywhere. Are you marrying somebody with herpes?
Nope.
You're not marrying somebody with herpes. It's just, you're just not.
If you have kids together and she passes the kid through the herpes canal and the kid has herpes.
Yeah.
Oh, the herpes canal.
It's the worst canal to be in.
Yeah.
It's not a good canal. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Does that make me shallow? That I'm like, you know what? Because for the rest of your sexual life, it is all about planning. I mean, you can't. There's really no spontaneity when you have herpes, because you're like, well, maybe is there a little tingle? I don't know, or I don't see anything. But you
examine yourself every day like you have herpes, right?
I look at everything
always. That's what I'm saying.
To the point
every
I shouldn't.
day. So you notice something.
I'm very self-aware, maybe too much. I mean, yeah.
You're like, oh my God, what is it? Oh, it's a lubna. It's a little toilet paper glob.
Oh no, you get those when you skimp.
I got skimp. A PB. What? You get a PB?
I've not.
What do you mean when you skimp?
When you skimp on toilet paper.
You might get some.
Because it falls apart.
Oh,
when
you
it gets
mean like
wet.
you skip cash-wise, not like one sheet.
No, cash-wise. Because it gets a little bit wet.
Yeah,
and
you
all
never
of a sudden,
save money on toilet paper or trash bags.
No.
This is dumb.
No, you
splurge.
You save where you can, but then that, yes, my vagina only gets the best, and it's the Charmin Ultra. It's like fucking wiping with a washcloth. It's all thick.
Really?
Like, yeah.
You clog your toilet every time you go.
We do have a bit of a toilet problem, yes. But we have a guy who I'm like, hey, Miguel, yeah, okay, today, 4, sure. I don't even. That's our conversation. He's like, I'm on my way.
There was the LA Times, the Ask Amy article. Amy, what an idiot.
See what I'm saying? She should have just gone with Abby.
It was Ask Amy. And this guy, he is the father in household, and he writes her and says, I had a plumbing problem where it backed up and went up into the shower next to the toilet, and had the plumber come out, and he did the old snake thing and pulled out a sanitary napkin.
I hate those words.
I do too.
It's just the worst.
Let's just all say it. Sanitary napkin. Now that's tampon, right?
No, a sanitary napkin, Frank, is a pad. It's not anything like a napkin. So it's so horribly named. It's not.
Well, I do tuck those in here when I eat lobster.
Get a little butter.
Little sanitary napkins.
Hey, Farts, can you hand me one of your Kotexes?
I just stick them all over my shirt.
Who needs a bib?
Genius idea.
So he goes, and the plumber is like, well, I found your problem, sanitary napkin. And he's like, okay, I have 3 sons, and my wife's at the age where she's not using that stuff anymore. So it's the only person it could have been was my oldest son's girlfriend, who's kind of a ditzy chick, and she must have flushed one when she was over here. He's like, so I don't know what I should do. Should I approach her and tell her that you don't flush that stuff down the toilet? Should my son approach her and tell her? Should my wife approach her and tell her? And do I give her parents or her the bill for the plumbing because I had to go fish her sanitary napkin out of the drain?
Maybe you could put a little sign over the toilet or something.
Like they do in, well, you guys wouldn't know this, but yeah, in women's restrooms, it's all, please do not flush sanitary napkins down to the toilet. Please dispose in this, because there's a whole,
Did someone have to tell you that?
No!
Or you just knew I probably shouldn't flush this thing?
But yeah.
They're like diapers.
It's
there's a whole canister next to public bathrooms that's full of women's old napkins.
It's a metal thing that's in your actual stall. So it's in the stall, and it's for sanitary napkins that you're supposed to put in there and not flush. Because they don't want you throwing it in the trash can. So that's a special place for them, like a biohazard.
There's no sick, crazy guy that's just...
I don't know. Yeah. I've seen some nasty shit.
Stealing those things.
He's just walking down the street. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, I've seen some stuff.
You've seen some stuff you looked inside the canister?
No, I've seen stuff. It's even too disgusting for after hours. It's sickening.
Inside the bathroom?
Yes.
I think that's what after hours is for.
Just a stall?
Yeah, women are disgusting. Okay?
Probably more disgusting than men in our stalls.
Well, the only thing, you're comparing apples to tampons, really, because if guys had to deal with that, it's a new phrase. If guys had to deal with that, you would be some sloppy bastards.
How do you know?
Because you pee everywhere. You've been peeing since you were 2.5, standing
we
up.
don't pee everywhere. We pee,
I'll
and
take some
then
pictures.
sometimes it splashes out.
But I'm saying, you guys don't have that. You go in, you either go pee in the urinal, boom, 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 easy breezy, or you go poo and whatever. But, women have 3 things that they got to do, and some women are just nasty beings.
God.
It's piss shivers. I know, it's disgusting. And you go in, I have been in such shock that I've stood there going, how does somebody?
It looked like someone killed a vampire in there. They
Frank,
turned as a
no, they killed the vampire.
Like the True Blood vampires?
No, they killed the vampire, and the vampire at the time of his killing had diarrhea.
Oh.
Sorry. I didn't really want to go
Must
there.
have sucked on a Mexican before he went in there.
And the old Montezuma's revenge. I'm not feeling very well.
888-520-HF show.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Thanks.
I'm
Thanks
sorry.
for digging into that one, Jeff.
Hang on, and now this, something completely different. Go ahead.
Yeah.
It's a new.
And now this. Okay.
All right, that's buffered it out and cleared it out.
Hello, Robert.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, man?
Hey, Robert.
I do the restoration work. Remember, I clean up dead bodies and poo and
Oh,
pee.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, and we're back.
I gotta say, that topic was just disgusting me.
Mm-hmm.
After everything I do, I clean up dead bodies and feces and floods, and that topic's just nasty.
I know.
Yeah.
I actually did get the shivers.
I know, you did. You got real physical.
It was a
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
what story do you have for us this week?
Actually, just everything, just the basics, just floods and nothing major, no suicides yet. And they usually happen around Christmas time, Thanksgiving.
Oh.
But anyhow, last week you guys were talking about, Frank was talking about some perfect jugs, I forgot if somebody had a nip slip or something.
Christina Hendricks, we were talking about her. She's from Mad Men, the redhead.
Yes, and Frank, I had a question for you. How do you feel about transvestite, or transsexuals, I should say?
Transsexuals.
Could you have sex with one? Is that your question, Robert?
Not that, but I mean, I've seen some that were just drop dead, gorgeous, perfect jugs, obviously not natural.
Beautiful faces.
Yes, I'm talking about just, blow normal women or regular real women out the water. And
Yeah.
I'm wondering what the big man's input is on transsexuals.
I think if you're going to do that, you got to be either you got to be some sort of Asian. You know what I mean? You got to be Filipino, or you got to be Vietnamese or something like that. Southeast Asian, because those make the best transsexuals,
Yeah.
because they can look like little Asian women, and you're like, there's no way that's a dude, and it ends up being a dude. But like the Caucasian, the black guy, you're like, oh my God, Wesley
Hey,
Snipes.
What about that movie, The Hangover 2? Remember that one part?
I didn't see The Hangover 2.
Yeah.
Oh, man, there's a transsexual part that's in there, man, and they take it to the extreme, but you got to watch it.
Is she hot? Is she hot?
Obviously.
Yeah, she definitely is, and then one of the guys ends up banging her, and, because they wake up, they don't know it, and then she's changing, and she turns around, and she's just got hang time, and he's like, oh, my God.
Oh.
After she just told him that they slept together, yeah. Hey, but, and then another thing as well,
Right.
obviously, I go into about 6 different houses, probably a day, and every time we get a call out for a flood or whatnot, man, and it's a woman, and I always read the name because I got the work order, man, I'm like begging and hoping, fantasy, I guess, or whatnot. I think you guys are talking about it throughout the week. Is she hot? MILF status, is she home alone? And, am I going to get lucky?
Because you're the knight in shining armor who she's freaking out. She's like, oh my God, my house is flooding. I don't know what to do. And you're like, there you are, going to fix it.
And I got to say, because I think you guys have brought up the topic, has anybody ever squeezed one off while they're working in your house and stuff,
Yeah, have you?
Plenty of times, and
Well, you're
let
cleaning
me
up.
say, a lot of them housewives are super, super, just horny and willing.
Where do you go when they think you're working on something, and where do you do it?
It's been a while, but there was a couple times where, the urge came up and, I was using the restroom or whatnot and, just finished off there.
So if anybody asks you that's working at your house to use the restroom, they're probably going in there to jerk off. That's nice.
Yeah, if they're in for a long time and they don't flush when they walk out, yeah.
Or if they don't, or they don't leave the fan on. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Robert.
Yeah, hey, but,
Oh boy.
does that something that ever crosses your mind when you go to someone's house or, checking out someone else's chick, or am I, the only dude that, goes through this?
What, of the transsexual thing?
No, just thinks about other women. And when
No, no guy. You're the only guy who
Yeah.
ever does
Or am I
that.
going to be the only one that like comes true about it? You know?
No, I mean, I don't think I've ever gone into anyone's house and jerked off. I mean, if I'm at
You
your
have
house,
sex, yeah.
I'm going to have sex in your house.
Banged one of the